Hello, everyone. This is Meg Czapiewski with Honorable Service Realty Group, and I am here with your December market report. So we'll kind of tie up the year, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're expecting in 2025. Let's launch over to our slides. Let me share something with you. This is not a slide that you've seen typically, but I wanted to show this just so that there's no concerns about where we're at in the market right now. December is slow. It just is. It always is. Here's the last 5 years. I could show the last 20. We clearly had a understandable disruption in activity in 2020. But other than that, you can see December is literally the slowest month of every year. We got better things to do than worry about buying and selling houses when the month of December comes around, right? Holidays are fun. I'm going to switch over to our normal look. We're just going to do a 1-year look for our counties and start with market activity in Fairfax. What you're seeing here is, it's low. It is the lowest one of the last 12 months, but for the first time in 3 years, it is up year over year. So this time last year was 9.2% lower than it is this year. So that's good news. And overall, what we saw in Fairfax, there are the majority of pluses. In fact, 8 of the 12 months were activity increases. So that's good news. That is a recovery happening from our previous depressed market activity. Now let's take a peek at what that means for pricing trends. And I like to split that out to look at the single family or detached homes and then townhomes. I could also take a look at condos, but they're such a different animal that if you really want condo information, please just give me a buzz because it's a one-off kind of thing. Looking at single family homes, they're up 11.3% in Fairfax for median sold price, and their median sold price is $970,625. Look, if you take a look, that's actually higher than all of these other ones until you get all the way back to May. So December was actually a good month from a equity return compared to year over year from last December. And frankly, better than a month over month, a 2-month over month, 3, 4, 5. You get the picture. Now let's take a look at Prince William County, because the further south we go, the softer we often see the market. And while this is not bad news by any stretch, it is not as strong as what we saw in Fairfax. Let's get the noise out of the way here. Again, low, but look. The other one was up 11%. This one's down 11%. Or was it up 9? Anyway, this one's down. And that is a little surprising. But the good news is that it still has an overall trend of positive activity. So it still is reflecting a growth. They had 7 of the last 12 instead of 8 of the last 12. Were actually positive growth in terms of activity. On the pricing, we're gonna, stay with median, take that out and just look at detached and townhome separately. Detached is up almost 8% with a median sales price of $680,000. And then the townhomes also up 3.4%. with an average, or rather median, sales price of $490K. Let's take a quick look at Stafford County, and we will slip to the market activity and the, I don't want closed sales, new pendings. New pendings is what shows us the activity. And when we look overall, their bell curve was a little different than all of the others. They peaked pretty early in 2024 and have had kind of a slide downward with 0 growth in December, still better than Prince William County, which saw a drop in activity. But when you look at their overall activity levels, Stafford only showed growth in 5 of the 12. So if you said, okay, overall growth, 6 or more of the 12 months versus something less than that, you might say that maybe their activity isn't as high, but also they had like some really banner year. September was a 32.6% growth. They've had several in the double digits, whereas some of these others you're seeing in the teens for the peak months, but you're not seeing 32%. So more homes were for sale in September or went under contract in September. That's understandable. Let's take a peek at pricing trends. Again, detached and townhomes. They saw a 6.1% increase in prices of the detached or single family homes at $567,500 as a median sales price. And then in their townhomes, this is the only one in December that we actually saw a price depreciation year over year. Not a big deal when you consider that they did have a number of price increases. This was a reduction, but barely 0.3%. That's a sneeze. But 0.96 above, 0.22 above, 0.58 above. So overall, I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. But year over year, they did see a drop in the median sales price at $385,000 for a townhome in Stafford. But overall, what we're seeing is a recovery in the activity levels, continual, consistent equity earn year over year, because nobody really cares if the month of December was down. If all of the other months value was coming, then your home value went up, and don't worry about the month of December, right? What are we seeing in the first month of January? That's very optimistic is what I would have to say. We are seeing that the listings that are just hitting the market have buyers out there, have people looking. You still have to price right. Sellers, you can't just assume because there's no inventory that everyone's going to flock to your house, even if you've priced it beyond the perceived value of buyers. If, say, you don't have updates. And honestly, as I've done many equity reviews for our clients over the last several weeks, it keeps coming down to condition. If a larger, more bedrooms, more bathrooms home still has 4x4, aqua tiles in their bathrooms or laminate counters, they are going to sell for less than a small 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home that has quartz countertops and an updated vanity height and vanity, or sorry about that, updated vanities, updated toilets, tile surrounds. Try to stay clear of those plastic surrounds, except maybe in a basement bathroom. But bottom line is updates are where you're gonna vault above your co-sellers in your community. We have our very first listing out, just hit the market this week in Annandale, and we're seeing back-to-back showings to the point where we allow overlapping showings, and we're even maxing that out in the windows of opportunity for listings. And we do anticipate multiple offers, competing offers, and hopefully that drives the price for our sellers to above list price. On the flip side, we've seen some homes that came on and are not flying off the market. Doesn't necessarily mean that they won't sell in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, days on market is median wise is still right around 2 weeks for Fairfax, and a little over that in Prince William County and Stafford. But when you look at the averages, you see more than double that. What does that mean? It means that the average of some homes that came on with the wrong price for the condition of the house are sitting and throwing off the averages for all those other homes that are priced right, coming on, selling in 7 to 14 days and getting list or above. If you would like to have a equity evaluation, a private market analysis, customized market analysis, or if you'd like to hear how we have consistently gotten our listings, back-to-back showings, competing offers, and over list prices, please reach out to us. Our contact information is on this. Thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate all of your support, and we look forward to supporting you in your real estate values for real estate goals for 2025. Bye-bye.